Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Season 19 is upon us, and we're 10 rounds in, would you believe it? We're heading to Silverstone today, which is right there on the map that you can see on screen, in case you didn't know where England is. So Silverstone Classic Track, Grid Track, has 3 sectors. Yep, 3 whole sectors. It has a lot of left-hand turns, right-hand turn straights. It even has some hairpins. We may see some wet stuff today as well, as weather often plays a part at Silverstone. We do like our wet stuff over here, but on screen you can see the tire delta difference between the different tire compounds. That is, unless we do have inders or wets on display today. But heading into the sprint session, it looks like dry weather, so we'll head down to the race. And without further ado, I'll introduce my fellow commentator, is Jamie. Hello, Jamie.
Hello.
So, what do we expect today? You did the race yesterday in Tier 1. What are we looking at today for the sprint?
In a dry condition, a DRS train.
Yeah, we saw a lot of shenanigans though in the sprint race. It's obviously reverse championship order, so does mix things up a bit. We're going to see some reserves feature today's race. Drivers are out on track already doing the formation lap. And yeah, there you see Piggy is going to be P1 today, with SimSource behind Magnetic P3, Crawley P4, and then we've got John Waits, who's quite high up. He's one of the title contenders, as is Eversnacks and Pep Mapman. So very important race today, and unfortunately the attendance numbers are quite low. But we decided to run the race anyway because the championship is on the line, and it's a freeway battle between Waits, Eversnacks, and Pep Mapman.
Oh, nice. Eversnacks in the championship battle.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of counted himself all season long and demotivated himself when really he's in a very good position to win this championship. I think he's 13 points behind Pep Mapman, and John Waits had some issues with his wheel, which meant he dropped a lot of points, and yeah, he's P3, but could arguably be the fastest guy on track today.
So, well, fair enough. I know Crystals is always rapid around here in Monza. His 2 specialist tracks. But yeah. I mean, I guess they don't have Joel at the head of the field looking to cause carnage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were taking bets on how long he would keep that lead, and he kept it longer than we give him credit for. I think we give him turn 1, and he well surpassed that.
He made it to at least lap 3 before he spun, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he still got it, our Joel. But yeah, we've got 12 drivers now. Sprint race is 9 laps. We're gonna get dry conditions, it looks like, unless there's a thunderstorm on its way. GRL Adam on hards. Did he not get the memo?
Hards is what I was gonna start with if it was dry yesterday.
Oh, very good. Okay, right, here we go. Let's take it away, Jamie.
All right, we have where's the lights? 5 lights? 5 lights. Let's go. And we are away. Who's that? Piggy gets away well, and I think that's Sim Suarez is being mogged in that white Red Cup Bull livery. I kind of forgot they had one. I was wondering who that V-carb was for a second. But yeah, so yeah, Piggy got a really good start, and Sim Suarez with a bit of lag manages to hold P2. We've got Magnetic down the inside of Crawley, and side by side, Snacks and his teammate John Wick. And I think Snacks got that position, gained that position, and Icewind up 5 positions. I thought he was a Tier 1 driver.
Yeah, I thought so too. He retired from Tier 1, finds himself in Tier 2 today. I think it's no practice. There is a battle going on here. It's and there's a big smash.
Big incident.
That's a McLaren of Icewind. It is Icewind. It was around there.
Icewind, Atom, I think, is part of that. No, yes.
Yep, Crawley
Icewind,
as well.
yep. Crawley, Piggy's around. And is that a safety car?
It
No.
is not, actually, no. It probably should have been. A lot of carbon fiber on the track there. I think it might have been something to do with Piggy there.
I tell you what, Icewind has managed to keep a hold of his entire wing after all that.
And
Looks like...
while all that's going on, X Crystals gets himself up to P6, so has made a move on Pep Mapman, who's one of the title contenders, so he will not be happy about that.
No. Oh yeah, Pep. Oh, he's got no wing at all. But yeah, Snacks up to P3. What on earth caused that? I just saw Piggy round and a lot of other cars dying as well. Magnetic in P2, so I think Snacks is looking like the favourite because I think he probably is the quickest of the front four. John Wick has wing damage, so I think maybe he was involved in it as well.
Yep, Pep My Man and Curly into the pits they go. Paddy is P7. Go Paddy. Paddy power. Oh, okay. Anyway,
let's leave that one.
Moving on.
But yeah, so Tilda chilling in P5 at 4 places. He managed to avoid that carnage with the rest of them. Just outside that DRS zone right now.
Yeah, I'm behind him. Some big gaps. X Crystals 3.7 behind, and then Paddy 4.6 behind, and then Adam on those hards 4.1 behind. So that instance really shaking his hopes for the win today.
He's also missing half of wing as well.
Yeah, he didn't pit, and yeah, that's not going to be good for him. As Snacks going wide there for Stu Corner, might have picked up a warning for that. Did see some penalties yesterday in Tier 1 race, and it's very possible that we'll see some pop up today. As Icewind and Adam, yeah, I think Adam's just lucky to make it round corners at this point. Icewind gets by with that fully intact wing.
Yeah. Oh, there's the yellow. Oh, someone retired? Did Piggy spin again?
Yeah,
I think Piggy spun again.
Yeah, he's getting back up to speed. It looks like Stu Corner, he's spun. But look at these top four guys. Magnetic coming under pressure from the Williams. Boys who are eager to get by. They knew some sorries. Won the race last week. He's got the pace to win this one today as well.
Yes, Snacks left the door open and John Wick had a sniff there. It's quite difficult to overtake here in the dry because of how much dirty air is on certain corners leading onto straights.
Yeah, with another car off there, start finish straight. I think that might be Crawley.
Is that Crawley?
Yeah, that's a big incident. He was in the dirt, and yeah, he's effectively out of this race. This is a good thing about a sprint format, though. Kit says I can hear the end of season exhaustion. Thanks. A glowing review for our comms there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tilda has got in DRS range now, so these guys up ahead are getting a little bit held up, it seems, and that's helped Tilda get into this DRS trend. So DRS from P1 to P5, and then yeah, big gaps opening up from behind.
Fede almost just dropped it as well, coming out of the final corner.
Icewind, fastest lap.
Yep. Considerably quicker than the rest of the pack.
Yeah, that's an ominous sign, isn't it, for the feature race? And I was about to say that, like the sprint format, you kind of get this chance to have a bad race, and then in the feature you can...
Snacks is going for it.
Ooh.
He had a look. Magnetic cuts him off quite nicely. As Atom gets past Patty, I think. Yep. Into the points for Atom. Looks like Pet Mapman will have a battle with Piggy as well. Snacks kind of needs Sim Suarez to break Magnetech out the DRS so he can have a move on Magnetech and then try and get onto Sim. But yeah, quite difficult. As John Wick's having a look at Snacks. Ooh, he gets past, I think.
Ooh, and
John Wick missing an end play is going at it for it here. Snacks. Oh, did he leave the track and gain an advantage?
These guys are going hard at it, and their
Yeah.
teammates as well. So Rama still side by side coming up through the final
Lovely
corners.
stuff.
Yep. Turn 1 might be a different matter though. Let's have a look. We've got a great shot overhead. Oh, and Wits had to just toe the line there, as Eversnacks did not let up through turn 1.
Bit cheeky there of Snacks, you know, going off track, keeping the position. Maybe some afters between the two Williams after the race.
Yeah, and Snacks, he's out of ERS, so he can't really capitalize on this moment where Magnetic is dropping behind Simsoris. The gap
Tilda
is
go for it
opening
on
up.
John Wick.
Oh yes, we see that behind
Tilda
as
gets
well.
past. Lovely move. Lovely move. I guess John Wick, yeah, he doesn't have any ERS left from his battle with Snacks. And yeah, Tilda makes a lovely move. Up 5 places now.
Some great overhead shots here. I'm just admiring them from afar. Yeah, Eversnacks using a lot of ERS up on those last few laps there, so really wants to try to stir it up, but I don't know, he's going for it every lap it seems, which is just depleting all ERS. This might be a good opportunity though. He does go for it, tries to get Magnetic under braking, but Magnetic able to carry the momentum through, and we've got a first time penalty.
Again around the outside. He's going around the outside into the...
that's a bit naughty.
Yeah.
That was a bit desperate from... Eversnacks is round. He's into the wall.
The Snacks classics, and may call it. We've grown accustomed to that.
Yeah, and he's missing some end plates, who joins Wits with the front wing end plate going.
Now Magnetech's under pressure from Tilda, and Magnetech does not have DRS because of the battle with Snacks, so this should mean Tilda should comfortably get by with how close he is. And maybe John Wick too. No, John Wick's in non-ERS.
Oh, no, there's a coming together between Tilda and Magnetic. That looked a bit clumsy there.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just got to know when to let something go. I mean, he wasn't alongside. He's trying to lunge into a corner with barely any braking there, so... Half spins Tilda, who... I mean, he's cost himself more because he's now out the DRS as well.
Yeah, and this has allowed Simsoris just to scarper up the road. 2.3 is the gap from P1 to P2. John Waite's still carrying that front end plate damage, so... is it end plate damage, or is it more significant?
It looks like just end plate damage.
Yeah.
But it's not looking like Atom's wing, where it looks like half the wing's missing.
Kids having a field day in chat there. I'm not going to read that comment out. Yeah, so heading on to lap 7, 2 laps left after this one. Simsori's looking good, but I tell you what, John Waits did close the gap there, which is quite impressive given his front wing status. 1.6 is the gap. It might be too little too late from Waits, but he's looking like he does have some pace.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, especially with that. Yeah, he should be hurting in the left-handers, I think, with that end plate damage that he's got. It is on his right. Yeah, it should be. Like this corner here. But he seems to be managing it quite well as Everstacks and Magnetech. Stacks silly drops it again on the exit.
Oh, Magnetic
bit
keeping
too
the door.
feisty on the power. A bit too feisty on the power, his old Snacks.
He gets it done though, but he's kind of setting himself up for a bad, bad future coming out of Maggots Beckett's, because Magnetic got Cop's corner all wrong. That opens the gap a little bit. It might protect Eversnacks from this, this DRS zone where Magnetic will. Oh, Magnetic running out wide. That's not the kind of run you want. He's too far back, I think now.
Yeah, he is, unless he's got a full battery, which he does not. Piggy also crashed again on the exit of the final corner and now has no wing at all, as Patty gets a 3 seconds.
Oh, Magnetic comes together with Eversnacks. Touching of the wheels, he's still hanging around the outside. These guys are racing hard. Eversnacks not budging though, and
John Wick's in DRS.
Yeah, that's huge. He is rapid. Like he was kind of talking down.
Might have to check that front wing on his car. something if he's going on there.
Yeah, it seems to improve the car. It is a Williams car, so maybe that is the case. I don't know.
Magnetek gets it all wrong coming out of turn 4. He is burning his battery. I'd recommend saving it here for an actual attack, but as John Wick's doing, he's hoarding onto his battery now, looking to make a big move. Probably can do it this lap, and maybe get away with it on the final lap. As we have a crash, there's a McLaren round. Oh, it's Magnetek. I wonder if it was a coming together with Snacks, looking at the place he's dropped it.
Yeah, I think it might have been actually. They were running very close together, but I'm going to keep all eyes on the front battle here. It's penultimate lap. Piggy is out. In the pits, retires in the pits. Yeah, John Witt's lacking the ERS to get this move done.
He's not sending it. He kind of he's behind Sim Suarez on ERS, so I'll probably put Sim Suarez in the favourite position here of how much ERS he's got. But
yeah, and Tilda is saving a little bit more than John Witt's. Is he lining them up for a double move for the win on the last lap?
John could try and surprise him here. He's looking for it, but yeah, that's just a waste. Needed a better run than that. Oh, he's very close, trying to open up the line as well to get a really nice exit, which he has done. He is all over the back of him now. Probably here or nowhere with the amount of ERS.
Yeah, Sim's lagging back a little bit as well. That helps John Witt a lot.
Sim's going to be helped because of John Wick's wing, but he gets it done, you know. That's a really nice move. Very nicely done.
Nice clean overtake there from John Witt.
And Tilda has a lot of battery. Sim's probably wasting a bit here. He's going to have a look at a cop's corner. That's brave. Is John going to let this go? No.
Ooh.
But that Sim's kind of burnt a lot of battery. They're all very low.
Yeah, and look
John
at the
Wick's
gap.
got the lowest.
The gap is 2/10 between Tilda Suarez and John
Tilda
Witt.
gets a very nice run. Tilda set that corner up really nicely. He's got a really good run on Sim. Sim's nowhere near in terms of John Wick, and he's out of battery as well. But I just don't think Tilda's got enough. Sim goes with a strange line, which should give Tilda the better exit. He does. Looks to the outside. Oh, can't get it done though. Oh, he tries. He goes for the switchback. Yeah, I think a bit too difficult this time.
Oh, and he almost loses the back end. Oh, it's going to be close. That was a good effort from Tilda.
34 thousands, yeah.
Nicely done. Eversack springs it out. P4, X Crystal P5. The winner, of course, John Witt. Simsor is just behind there. So Simsor's great start to the race, but in the end, John Witt with that front wing damage does get him. So that might be an ominous sign for the feature race, as we will now head into short quali. But rounding out the grid, P7 goes to Adam, P8 Magnetic, and Pep Mapman crucially losing out in points there, so that could be important championship wise.
He was helped by the snacks bottle, which, you know, is standard procedure.
We've got Tier 1 champ in chat, Christian, and also Christian with a K. I've seen more crashes in this sprint race than in all the season. There you go. Sprint races do be like that. But John Witt's 8 points. They could be crucial for the championship. Eversnacks picking up 5 points in the end. But the big story, Pep Mapman missing out on points completely as we head into the sprint. Well, actually, we're gonna. Where are we heading? Yeah, we're gonna do the race, but we're gonna cancel this one and do the sprint. No, wait, qualifying. Short quali.
Arsenal versus Chelsea analysis. We battered them for most of the game, and they got 2 scummy goals for Garnacho.
Aramco. Yeah, so what's happening now, Jamie? The drivers should be retiring, right, after this restart?
Yeah, they should just. You could just drive into each other in a formation lap as well to DSQ yourself. There we go, and as we see in people doing it, lovely stuff. No.
There's
Don't worry.
always one guy who doesn't get the memo though.
Well, to be fair, I think with if no one crashes into Crawley, I don't think he's in the lobby. So
Yeah, Paddy might not retire from this one. He's enjoying being P1 right now. Oh, yep.
can also reverse as well. Yeah, there we go. He's doing it. But I think Crawley is the issue where he's not in the lobby. Well, so Pep needs to somehow crash into him.
Kit says he would be an awful pundit.
Well, that's his opinion, you know.
He's just full of compliments today, man.
Yeah, no. But then again, you can't really compliment him when you saw his driving yesterday.
Ooh. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got two drivers not yet retired here, so not sure what's happening. Eversnacks, I'm sure there's Christian asking, are you racing next week again?
Yes, I am at work, so I have to get a quick taxi back, so it'll be a very limited amount of practice, if any, at Canada. Like I said, I just can't wait for the 10-second penalty.
Is Crowley back in the session yet? No?
No, I don't think he's going to race today. I think he said he's Patty on P1.
Huge.
Oh, looks like they've broken down.
Carnage.
Right, so there's 4 cars out. Is that a safety car? No.
Yeah, do you remember the days of 5 safety cars per race? It was like the slightest thing would trigger a safety car.
Yeah, no, nothing will cause one at all. I think we've got safety car on reduced, right? Maybe it's time to put it on standard.
Oh. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, the weird thing was, every time we went to Monaco, though, it was like bugged, so there would be no safety car, and it's like the one track where you're like, definitely safety car. Never was.
Yeah, I mean, Monaco always comes at a time when I'm busy on that day.
Mm.
Wouldn't know.
So this will be interesting. The sprint race gave the drivers a chance to warm up, so we should see some pretty competitive times coming in here. We're expecting John Waits to probably take pole in this quali session, but yeah, we can't count out likes of Icewind and Crystals once they get up to speed. They're pretty rapid. Pet Madman has been pretty fast in quali before, and of course Eversnacks sometimes can surprise us.
It's surprising from Eversnacks when he completes a race without a spin. We are down to... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Is that 9?
Yeah, it looks like 9, so we've lost a couple.
Liam Lawson's making an appearance. That's nice.
Which days are you not busy, Jamie?
Always busy.
Liam Lawson. Why is Liam in the lobby?
So it's a new addition to a new feature to the game where when people leave the lobby, AI start appearing.
Oh, right, so that has to be manually removed, I take it, yeah?
Yeah. Snacks has to.
Oh, okay. Tell me this, Jamie, while we're waiting here, are you feeling about this new game next year?
New game. What? New game? There is no new game. It's an expansion.
Yeah, no, next year, I said.
What? 2020? Oh, yeah, we're in 2026. 2027's F1.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe because they're not releasing a new game next year will be bug free and perfect.
Yeah, I think like to get away with that DLC, they're gonna have to do something different. Like it can't be just the same game with new liveries. But yeah, it doesn't really make sense because of all the regulation changes this year. Like this would have been the perfect year to bring out a new game.
Yeah,
But
but I
yeah,
think they don't want to make a new game and have to do all the technical regs as well. So they'll probably just focus on bringing in cars with the new technical regs on this handling model, and then hopefully make a good handling model for the next game, and you know get rid of the bugs. But people can dream.
well,
Why don't you hop in the car, Chief? Bump up the numbers.
yeah, we don't want that. I haven't raced for about 6 months. But tell me this here, what is the like? If you're not racing F1, what is your go-to racing game?
There isn't one.
None? Because there is a
No.
lot out there, isn't there? Like a set of competizione or whatever.
I generally play shooters more than racing games.
I hear Kit told me that Le Mans Ultimate is pretty good if you're into that kind of thing.
Um, no.
Or iRacing if you can afford it, which I can't.
I could, but I'm on pad as well, so that's pointless.
Sim Stories
Yep.
in chat ended up with 75% wear, haha. Yeah, we actually saw two drivers on hards yesterday pop the tires on the last lap.
Yeah, you do need to make it to lap 11 for the hards to make it, and that's with somewhat semi-decent tyre wear. So 75% after 9 laps, that's telling me he is going to struggle on the hards as well.
Yeah, so like how many laps can you do in hards? Is that 16 then or 17?
Yeah, 16. Yeah, if you pit lap 11 from the mediums, you are on the limit. It's 79% wear for. Like, that's why Yonti, you saw Yonti puncture. because he pitted lap 10. So you're definitely into the 80s if you pit lap 10.
Right.
Need to really manage your left front.
Yeah, I remember this track used to be a easy soft medium back in the day.
Yeah, I remember I did. They have changed the tire compounds in. I don't know if I've raced since then because I remember it being a little bit easier to make it to the end, but they have made a couple of changes, it seems.
Okay, well, we're in short quali. It has begun. The clock is ticking down, and we see some cloud in the sky, so maybe indicating there might be rain later in the session or in the race. Who knows? Not us. But we do have our first driver heading on a track, and it is a Williams.
Is that Eversnacks?
I think it's John Waits.
It is John. Wait, no? Yep, it is.
Yeah, so a win today for John Waits will propel him up the ranks and move him closer to possibly bagging a championship in Tier 2. 2 races left after this one, a lot of points on the table. And yeah, we're going to keep an eye as well on Pep Mapman, who is currently leading the championship. He also is on an outlap, but I think we'll run with John Waits for this initial run. What about tire temperature? Do you want to go fast on your outlap or take it easy?
If the tires are green on the MFD, they're good to go. I can't remember what tire temps are perfect for it. I can't even remember the compounds of tire here. Realistically, if you need any help with in terms of qualifying and what to do, there is a man in chat right now. He's a qualifying merchant.
Merchant.
So, you know, that's all he's good at. He can barely make it through turn 1 without crashing. Somehow he's won a championship.
Well, here we
there
go.
There he goes, sir.
John Waits.
7. Yeah.
Starts the lap. Jamie, take us through this lap then for John Waits.
All right. Oh yeah, he goes. Yep, he's. Is this turn 2? Yes, we're in turn 2 with John Wick now. Let me see. Where am I? I need to change camera. Anaki. Yep. He elects to stay in 3rd for turn 4. I'm personally a second gear fan, but each their own. Blast on the overtake coming out of that corner. Down into non-ERS, lovely into there. Gets on the power again. Takes a really tight line. And then blasts back on the overtake coming out of that loopy corner. As we come towards Cops. Some people do this in 8th gear, some people do it in 7th. John Wick likes to do it in 7th, and he spins. Clip that curb and has spun it round. That's not the optimal way of getting around the track. So who else have we got? All that.
Yeah, we have...
Pep Mapman coming around. I think this is Stowe. It's one of the 2 corners I know around this track. As he comes down into the final corner. Nicely done. A bit passive, I'd say. Needs to throw it in a bit more than that, but he does get back on the power again. It's a 26.1, a decent lap.
Yeah, Eversnack's about to cross the line. He takes P2, 26.4 for him. The times are going to come in thick and fast here as we've got Aston Martin. It might be Tilda. Yeah, Tilda about to set a time here, and it's good enough for P3, 26.8. So some big gaps there on these initial runs.
Piggy coming around Stowe as well. I didn't get to see. Oh, he's got that all wrong. As Crystals does a 32.3, Iceman with a 28.4. Oh, Piggy struggling through that final corner. He's been having trouble there all day, and it's a 29.2 from him. We've got Patty about to start a lap though, so I think this is going to be the only person on a lap. The rest are all on in laps. A bit wide into turn 1. It's on the anchors for turn 3. Clips the inside curb. Touches the grass. Repress the overtake button going in. It's going to struggle on the exit. Almost invalidates over that curb. As Pep, who went P2? Asim goes P2. Looks like.
Yeah, Adam P2 is. Paddy makes his way through Magus Begas here, coming off the throttle quite a lot.
I thought he'd cancelled his lap, but I'm not sure. He's still got the ERS on.
Yeah, very, very tentative through Magus Begas here, so not very confident on this track at this time. But he is still on a valid lap time. I think he is going to go P8 here.
Out of deployment already. I think he was in hot lap mode for the entirety of the lap, which isn't the recommended way to do it nowadays. If you watch Christian, that man's flicking more buttons than I think's possible.
Yeah, P8 for Paddy.
32.6, yep.
Joel joined the session, I saw, so that's an extra driver on the grid today. But
yeah, but you know, because he's so electric around here, he's starting from the back clearly. Nope, Fede's not on a lap. Pep is.
Yeah, and
throws it into Stowe. No, he isn't. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say there's
like
a second lap on those tires. I don't think that's a good idea, is it? Considering the tire wear around here.
It's funny actually. In the session here, I would use less wear doing an out lap and then a qualifying lap on the softs than I would in a race lap on the mediums. So, you might be able to get away with a second lap. Still wouldn't recommend it. Because I think John Wick has started a lap. He's gone purple sector 1, or so the game says.
Yeah, and Simsori's just ahead of him. He's on a lap as well. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on these two.
Sim does do cops in 8th. Will John Wick manage to get through this time? Yes, he avoids that curb. You can cut that curb. You just need to not just touch it with the outside of your tyre. Nicely done. A bit wide on the exit of Chapel, I think that is. The Sim's going into Stowe. Nicely done. Gets through there. Uses third through here. Very nice, very nice. Get on that power. Looks like a decent enough lap. It's a 26.9 from Sim. Where's John Wick? John Wick's 2.3 in the middle. So this is a fast lap. Yeah, I was just going to say 25.8. Jesus.
There we go. John Witz does get a lap in. Takes pole just ahead of Pep Batman. So, yeah, free temp gap is significant enough, but everybody else is starting their second runs here. Eversnack's on a lap here. We're about to get a Sector 1 time coming up.
Will he be blocked into this corner? Throws the car in. It bites. However, it's this Pep Batman in the way. Some title rival games there, you know, just being a distraction.
Yeah, and he was almost 4/10 up in Sector 1 alone, so with this kind of pace, if he can carry it to the line, it should bump him up the order quite considerably.
He managed to get through cops very nicely. Oh, yeah, not a great Chapel there, but he's still up by 4 tenths.
Yeah, this could be a good lap from him.
He's 2 tenths down on John Wick's Sector 2 split, so
yeah,
it's a really nice final sector. Oh, sorry.
It looks like a 26 flat, yeah.
Unless he really nails this final sector. Bit tentative coming out of that final corner. 25.9, he does find time there. Very nice lap from Snacks.
That is good. If he can find 2/10 in that middle sector, and I think it's coming out of
Yeah.
Magus Begus, that could be pull for Snacks. So both Williams.
Tilda's 3/10 up in the first sector. It's still 3/10 up, so he's looking to go in just ahead of Crystals right now. Comes into Stowe. Got Pep, who's Tilda using the esports line. Some may call that.
Using all the track and more.
He didn't invalidate it.
Oh.
And he clips the inside curve. That's a lap killer though. Some karma, some may say, for his interested interpretation of the white lines.
Yeah, lost all that delta they had accrued through that lap.
Yep. Pet Matman was a 10th up in the first sector. Crystal's also a 10th up in his first sector. Pep throwing it through Corpse, nicely done. He is normally a qualifying demon, Pep. Oh, that looked very nice.
Very smooth, yeah, nice.
Yeah, very smooth. Oh yeah, he's equal with John Wicks, I think. Second sector split. Really slow to gear down there. That's interesting. Uses second gear this time for the extra power, and he manages to get it down. Much more aggressive this time from Pep. And it's a 25.6. That's a really nice lap. I think Atom, Atom about to come through the second sector. He was up on his sector one time. He's up a 10th and a half. Oh, Crystal's with a 26.2 goes P4. Oh, I'm really throwing the car in, testing the limits of grip there. Also, a bit tentative on the throttle coming out of the final corner. But he goes with a 25.9 as well, right in behind Snack, so it's a very close field between the top four. Well, actually, sorry, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, and Tipsy Bob telling me I'm missing the snooker. Who's winning? I saw Mark Allen versus Mark Williams, was it? The other day. But yeah. Didn't know it was on. Apart from that.
Wait, it's raining.
Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
And I think, yeah, so Icewind is about to start his lap, as is Sim Suarez. They need to get this lap done, because the group's going to be falling away quite quickly.
Yeah, and these kind of corners, really, you need all the grip you can get, and struggling to get the power down there, but it doesn't look too slippy right now. He might get away with this. Sector 1 time about to come up on screen. He is up on his time, so this is not so bad. Icewind as well, up by 10th.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm looking at, Sim's about, the track I think's just going, like he just tried to put the power down and the car wobbled. Let's see how he gets through Cops. If he needs to lift, it's over. Oh, he's understeered, yeah. Oh, the track's...
Oh, and ice as well, yep.
Yeah. Track is quite damp in a very short amount of time. He's really thrown it fourth gear through Chapel. That tells you the track's not in a good state. He's down, second and a half. The track's too wet.
So that looks like our grid for now. Pep Matman does take pole in the end. Waits, who is out on track right now, but as we saw, other drivers struggling big time. He will not improve on this lap.
He will not indeed. And that, I think that is a stonking lap from Pep Matman.
Right when he needed it to.
Interesting. That's, top half of Tier 1. I wonder if we'll be listening to Snacks moan about that later.
Yeah, I think if Snacks had his way, it would just be him and Paddy on track right now.
Nah, not even Patty on track, just him.
He needs someone though to, for the session to be valid. So, but yeah, Williams, we saw in the sprint race, they didn't seem like they were too interested in working together. I know they don't go into VC together, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, I mean, really, if you've got your teammate alongside you and you're fighting for the championship, really you want them to help you, but you're both fighting for the championship, so no one's going to give any ground here, and that might help Pep Mapman just get out in front. And DRS disabled, yeah, so session effectively over for now.
Yeah, waiting on the two Italians and Patty to retire out of the session.
Was there any rain yesterday? No.
Yeah, in the sprint.
Oh yeah. Bob's saying he checked tier 1 stream, so Pep Man would have been P9. Donald Trump versus Mark Allen on the Snigger, apparently. Yeah, Bob saying Tooge and P9 with a 0.9 with a 25.7. What did you do in tier 1?
I can't remember. It was a horrible lap.
Oh yeah, I think you were P10, P11.
Yeah, it was a miserable qualifying session. Most excited to spend it in voice with Christian, but it's another thing entirely. Yeah, so, see, I'm perfect tier 2 pace. I don't know what everyone's talking about.
There we go. Pep Maman, the Italian, leading the driver championship, takes pole in what might be a very important qualifying session. John Witt's P2, but looking very rapid in race pace. Eversnack's, if he can keep it between the hedges, has a chance of win here today. Hasn't won a race this season yet, so it'll be a first for him. And JRL Adam in P4, another guy who could well win this race. Yeah, he has a pace for it. Bristles as well, getting up to speed nicely. And yeah, Simsorius all the way down in P7, so Simsorius did not have a good qualifying session there. He is struggling in this track.
Yeah.
And the sun
Will
is
we
shining.
doubt we'll see the lap 1 incident we saw in the sprint, but, let's hope.
we can only afford to lose so many cars in this race, though. It's getting tight. Is there any value in the hard medium strat?
As we saw from Taisto yesterday, not really.
Yeah.
The medium is just not a good tyre after the first 4 laps. The pace disappears. And you get bogged down behind the medium runners. Even while you're much quicker on the hards and they're on the mediums in the first stint, it's so hard to overtake. You just can't get anywhere and use the pace when you need to use it.
Yeah, so chat, get your race predictions in. Who will win this race? Are we looking at another Pep Batman domination, or can one of the Williams boys spoil the party and boost
It's
their
an Icewind masterclass coming.
It could be P9 for him with his teammate Magnetic just ahead. And of course we can't count out Joel in P12 currently. I'm
We
sure that's
can.
about to change. Okay, we can.
I swear there's meant to be a rule in the rule book, the league rule book, about driving while under the influence. And Joel starts on hard, almost attempting to try and prove me wrong, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 people start on hard: Sim, Magnatech, and Joel. Sim, who was in the stream earlier, has chosen to ignore the advice. Fair enough.
Yeah, Kid is. He's not forgotten about that penalty yesterday. He's
He
asking.
shouldn't cut the track.
Yeah, I know. Bloody shortcuts, man.
Ferraris and their typical bending the rule ways.
Yeah, so strategy-wise, we're looking at medium hard runners, medium guys pitting around about lap 10. Is that right? 11?
11 you just have to get to 11. 10 is, unless you're driving around the track, let's say 9 seconds off the pace, the hards will be in puncture range definitely if you pit lap 10.
Yeah, and for Simsore's Magnetic and even Joel at the back, really they need to be making big waves. You know, once. Oh, and who's that? Magnetic going off track there. Getting the tires warmed up, but they're now pretty dusty, which is not what you want at the race start. You need all that grip.
People I'd be concerned about this race are Atom, Snacks, and by the sounds of it, Sim as well. And Icewind. All these people don't seem to be great on their tyres. Icewind traditionally, Snacks I know yesterday was struggling. Atom's on pad as well, so I know his tyre wear is going to be difficult. And Sim seems to be struggling, so they could be in trouble for punctures.
Yeah, worth keeping an eye out. Jamie, it's that time again. Let's go.
Yes, let me just get to the right car. Nice, 5 lights. And off they go, and Pep barely moves off the line. I think John Wick got a much better start, as did Eversnacks, and John Wick just cruises past Pep, who, I don't know, stalled maybe? And there's a bit of action in the midfield. Crystal's going up the inside of...
Oh, and there is a lot of contact there.
Yep, big shunt, and I think looks like both the McLarens, Magnatech with wing damage. They're 3 wide. Icewind manages to come through that and without too much of an incident, it seems.
Yep, his front wing is fully intact, so Icewind surviving the storm there in lap 1. Up front though, John Witt is pulling a gap already, almost 1 full second. Pep Matman is having to fight off Adam from behind here. Looking very pacey, he's got himself up to P3, past Eversnacks at some point there.
Yeah, John Wick's burning a lot of battery here, so he might pull away and then, with the amount of battery Pep has, he'll just, if it's similar pace, come right back at him next lap. As Atom, who's got a lot of battery still, 80%, they're all burning. Oh, Crystal's going on the attack against Atom actually, goes for the outside line. He thought about it, changed his mind. As they're all within DRS. I mean, Pep's not in within DRS actually of John Wick, so he's gonna have to push this first sector. John Wick is out of battery here. I think he might have pushed this a little too much.
Yeah, crucial phase of the race here for Pep Matman. He needs to get that DRS range under control. 1.2 is the gap currently, and 1.1. It's so close. He misses out DRS this time round on this part of the track, but there is the run out of maggots. Beckett's on the hanger straight. The very opportune moment for overtaking, and Pep Matman so close to getting that 1 second gap under control.
Yeah, John Wick's pushing a lot to keep him out of it, but he's using a lot of battery, and it does look like Pep, especially in the corners, is at least equal to him in most of them, so it's probably dangerous for John Wick. He's probably using a lot of his tyres here, and that's a risky game.
Yeah, and it looks like Pet Madman's not going to get DRS this lap, which means Adam could attack here, but he needs a stellar run out of Magus Beckett, and it looks like Pet Madman's got a big enough gap to protect himself from any potential overtake from behind.
Yep.
Ooh, and there's Tilda in the background going very wide through Stowe Corner.
All very low on battery in the front. Tells me they are pushing quite heavily as Joel gets a 3-second penalty in 3 laps. That's good going.
And Eversnack's the fastest lap of the race, 129.5. As Pet Madman still struggling to get that gap down, so it's maintained around 1.1, 1.2.
Yeah. Just needs to push it a little bit, getting that DRS, and then he can relax.
I have a feeling this is a home race for Adam, and he certainly has the pace to win today. He's starting to put a lot of pressure on Pet Madman up ahead, who Pet Madman crucially has got that DRS range under control. So we'll get DRS on the hanger straight here. Oh, as Adam
almost dropped it. And
sideways.
I was just going to say, Atom is Austrian, so that would be a special special way for Silverstone to be his home race.
Austrian British.
Maybe he was so offended by you saying that he lost it at Cobbs.
Yeah, big moment there for Adam. So that moves
Yep.
Eversnacks up to P3, and yeah, within reach of that. Yeah, within reach of his teammate now, so they're all very close together. DRS from P1 to P8, and I see Icewind looking very closely on the back of Simsoris here. So Simsoris on the hards, they should
Someone's
start to.
spun.
Oh yeah, it looks like Adam. Is it Adam?
Atom has spun. Did he lose his wing? Need to find out. Won't let me change camera. Yes. So the final corner has claimed another victim today.
Yeah, I totally cursed him. I was just talking him up as a potential race winner there, and look at him now, a lap later.
Snacks is trying to attack Pet Madman here quite heavily. Crystals has dropped out of DRS. Oh no, he hasn't. That's where Atom was, I guess. Crystal's trying to get back in that DRS. A clean air through Cops has helped him, and he's now back in it. So the DRS train is reformed.
Yeah, so lap 4, I mean, it's around about now that the hards start to feel a wee bit better than the mediums, right?
Yeah, they do feel better. It's just still quite difficult to overtake. As Atom picks up a 3-second.
I think it's a retirement on incoming from Adam. He's cutting the track a lot at the minute.
Oh, he almost spins as well.
Yeah, and it's getting tense up front here, isn't it?
Yep, as Atom does retire. Patty with 3 seconds. This is the problem though. I saw this yesterday. You'll just sit here in a train, and it feels like forever.
Yeah, really, your only chance of passing is Eversnacks does have a look around the outside, but oh, and he gets a good run out of it. Oh, and it looks like Luffield
struggling. Yeah.
Yeah, he struggled through Luffield there. Oh, my word! And what is happening here, John Wicks?
What's John Wick doing?
John Wicks just came off the power, or something happened there. That's weird.
Yeah. Wanted to add a new chicane into the middle of that straight, I guess. Not sure what that was.
Yeah,
I wonder. He has pushed quite heavily. Maybe he's looked at his tyre wear and gone, "Oh no."
Yeah, it seemed like he just came off the accelerator, coming out of the left field there
Yeah, it's
altogether.
rather strange. Maybe his pedal came loose or something. Who knows?
Yeah, he's got himself back up to speed now, but he is very low on ERS, and Eversnacks is seizing the moment here. He is trying to extend this lead, and yeah, Eversnacks in the lead. What could go wrong? This is rigged. It's his kid.
What I would say is with Eversnacks is his biggest enemy is himself. So as long as he can not spin, it's probably a definite favourite. As we got Sim going up the inside of Tilda. Oh, what is that? There's lag. Sim's car was flying, and Tilda's back through.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just saw Sim go diving up the inside at turn 6. And then all of a sudden, the camera panned back and Sim's car had mounted Tilda's car, so...
Yeah, and John Waits is dropping the... Oh, and there is a car off. That is Simsaurus into the wall. Yep, he is well into the wall there, coming out of Magus Beckett. And drops down a lot of positions there, so... Big issue for Sim, who is effectively out of this race, unless there's a safety car. And we've got someone in the pits. Oh, it's John Witt, and he picks up a penalty for his efforts.
He's melted his tyres. Oh no, retired from... He must be having wheel issues. He must be having wheel issues.
Oh, this is huge. This is down to Snacks and Pep Madman and for the title, but we've got Crystals could win as well. Tilda's kept his Orion, and somehow, some way, Icewind lurking in the background. Happy to pick up the pieces here.
Is this a retirement from Sim as well? I guess, you know, he gets a point if he stays and drives around for a bit. But yeah, Snacks has got a 2-second lead now. How could he possibly lose it from here?
I know. Impossible.
You would
I'm getting some intel. John Wick says his headset died 5 laps ago. No sound.
Still not sure why. Tired.
Unless...
Maybe he doesn't want the automatic promotion from winning the Tier 2 title. I see what he's doing here.
Yeah, that is devastating for John Wick for his title hopes. Still 2 races left though, so he's not completely out of it, but if Eversnacks wins today, he was heading into this 13 points down. He had those points from the sprint race. He got 6 points or thereabouts, so this could be a huge haul of points for Eversnacks today.
Yeah, he just has to manage his tyres, keep up a decent pace, and don't speed into the pits. Because it doesn't look like Pep's got the pace to really close down this gap. And no, Kit, we don't want to see Snacks in Tier 1 again.
Yeah, gap maintains around about 2.1, 2.2, so it looks like Pep and Snacks kind of equal in pace, which is not good for Pep Madman. He needs to get that gap under control. He does have an angry Ferrari driver behind him, ex-Crystals, who looks like he's up to pace here, and could put a spanner in the works here for Pep Madman.
Yeah, Joel up to 6 seconds of penalties.
And we're heading towards the pit window of what did you say, lap 11 for mediums? Yeah.
Yeah, lap 11. You want to go? lap 12 would be fantastic because you can push a little bit harder on your hards, not have to do much manage. Well, actually, you would have to do some management still. Yeah, it looks like Stax is pulling away from Pemaman, eking out a couple times each lap, which is just what he needs to do.
Yeah, it looks like Snax has got in the groove here nicely. 2.5 is the gap now as he heads into Maggots Beckett's. We'll be thinking about that pit entry. We saw it yesterday. Quite a number of drivers picking up time penalties going into the pits.
Yeah, it is a tricky one. 37 miles an hour or 60 kph, I think. So it's a slower one than normal. Yeah, so it can catch people out, I suppose. Trying to steal a few temps here and there.
The gap increases ever more, 2.7 now between P1 and P2. And this is a lap you do need to be very careful, don't you? Because as you can see for everybody Snacks, they're difficult to get the power down, especially in these slow, yeah, these heavy braking zones.
Yeah, Crystal's fallen out as well, so as Icewind is getting onto the back of Tilda. A lot of battery for Icewind. Tilda not so strong on battery.
Piggy pitted for fresh mediums, so we'll need to pit again after this.
Definitely. Unless he is the tyre whisperer.
Yeah, well, he started on medium, so he does have to switch at some point.
Did he? Oh, fair enough.
And that gap is up to 3.2. We may see a pit stop here from Snacks, but is he thinking about... Yeah, he's thinking he can take the tyres one lap longer. I guess he can't afford that with that gap.
Oh, people into the pits. This is quite early. We saw this. Jonty tried this yesterday. He punctured. Someone else pitted lap 10. I think they also punctured.
Yeah, Speedy, yeah.
Yeah, Speedy, yeah, also punctured. So this is they're taking the gamble. The undercut will be strong, but it's whether or not they can get to the end on those tyres without them going bang.
Yeah, and Crystals and Tilda coming out of the pits together, so could work together and make this strategy work for them. It is a pretty powerful undercut here, but as you say, getting the tyres to the end is can be a real struggle for some. Oh, and Crystal's almost losing it on the pit exit.
It is a tricky pit exit when you slam on the power. Kit's saying it's a skill issue for Yonti puncturing, but I just say when you're travelling a second and a half quicker than you were, Kit, yesterday, it is quite easy to put more wear on the tyres.
Oh, Tilda.
Sim, there we go. There's one, and he retires. Okay. Oh, Icewind with a free... Oh, Icewind's got a 3 seconds as well.
No. Oh, no.
Sim has retired from the race. He's had enough.
Yeah, Ice must have picked that up going through Cop's corner.
Oh, Piggy almost drops it.
Oh, Tilda getting the turn in for Cop's corner all wrong there, but keeps the pedal down so he doesn't lose too much time.
Dives into the pits along with Pep and Icewind.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that Ferrari on the track map, because are they gonna... It is a very slow pit procedure, isn't it, here at Silverstone? It feels like it takes days to come out the other side.
Snack should be okay. It's Icewind and Pep that are the ones in trouble here, but you know what? Oh, it's going to be tight. Snacks is out. He's got Magnatech ahead of him. And Joel. As Pep, Pep drops behind Tilda and Crystals. That's not gone well for him, but he should be fine in the... He should know that his tyres will make it to the end, and Crystals and Tilda might not.
Yeah, and look at Icewind, lost a lot of time there in that last lap, 6 seconds behind everybody.
Oh,
And
yeah.
has a time penalty to boot, so hasn't went well for him. We do have Joel leading the race, however. That is huge news.
As Snacks is getting caught behind Magnatech at not a great part of the track. Is Magnatech letting him go? Magnatech is letting him go.
Oh,
Maybe remembering what happened in the sprint, as he then also goes wide at Cops.
Yeah, this played out perfectly for Eversnacks, hasn't he? He's got Pep Madman in traffic now. And, yeah, clear track ahead of him. I mean, it would be impossible to lose this at this point, wouldn't it?
You'd think so. You would think so. But Snacks has a habit of making the impossible possible. As Piggy also picks up a 3 seconds.
Yeah. Is it worth checking to see how many warnings Eversnacks has?
Yeah, I can, actually. Yeah, I'll do it. It says 2 warnings on the first lap, so hang on. He has 1... And he collided with Atom. Okay. Yeah, he's got 1 warning.
Okay.
It looks like Pep's on...
Oh,
Pep's on 1.
Oh my word. Pettivara and Magnetic coming in together. That was rather clumsy. And and it's even clumsier on the exit. As Magnetic took to the grass and Feta had to take evasive action. That moves Pep Matman up to P4, so that was good for him. He now just has Tilda ahead between him and Eversnacks.
Pep's on 2 warnings as well, so he's got to be careful. Be a bit careful. But yeah.
I know Joel up to P1. How is this fair?
With a 6-second gap. Who let this guy in?
Yeah, so Pep Madman really needs to get by Tilda pretty quickly here. The gap between him and Eversnacks now is almost 5 seconds. And that gap will just increase if he can't get a move on Tilda. Oh! I thought that was Eversnacks got a penalty there. 129.1 from him, so he is still on it and gunning it out front.
Yeah, he's 5 seconds clear of Tilda almost. That's a really solid gap. Ooh, Tilda goes very wide on the exit of turn 3. Yeah, perhaps going to have a look here, I think. Yeah, he's going all in for this. Yep, and I think Tilda kind of just, falls in behind Pep. Maybe thinks Pep's got some more pace in him. May be able to drag him all up to Eversnacks.
Yeah, but that's a huge gap, isn't it? I mean, they're on even tire wear. 5 second gap, so Pep Madman's going to have to pull something special out of the bag as Icewind gets by his teammate. Gets up to P6, and his teammate struggling through Cop's corner on those old hards. And also missing some front end plates, so that's not going to help you going through Cop's corner full speed.
No, but Eversnacks is about to catch up to Joel. Maybe Joel wants to participate in this championship battle. Bit of Sergio Perez action incoming, maybe.
Yeah, I never saw already went DRS range. Icewind
big pace from Icewind, 28.5, 6 tenths quicker than Eversnacks went on the previous lap. Piggy gets another 3 seconds. Joel is burning. He offers somewhat of a defence, but there's not much he could do. His tyres are 3 seconds a lap slower.
Yeah. working out perfectly for Eversnacks here. He's playing all his cards right and looking good for the win here today as Pep Mapman. Yeah, the gap is increasing. 5.3 is the gap now to Eversnacks as we have a yellow flag. It looks like Magnetic again struggling out there. And he's got a flat tire.
Oh, he's punctured. Yep, he's only 14 and a half laps on the hards. So, yeah, even people pitting lap 11 could be in trouble if they're not managing their tyres, as he's... Yep, that's... Can't park there, mate. Piggy goes past him with the esports line once again.
Joel into the pit, so he's obviously looked at his tyre wear and thought, now's the time, but... Gonna have to do 10 laps on these mediums. Looks like he's going to come out P6, is Joel. As Icewind up to P5 now with a time penalty. And really the battle here is for P2 at the minute. We got Tilda, X Crystals, all battling for that P2. And P3 also up for grabs.
Yeah. Tilda seems to be managing to hang on to Pep a lot better than Crystals is hanging on to the both of them. Crystals is just hanging on. He's using a lot of batteries to try and stay in, and I think Tilda's using a lot of battery to try and get him out. Magnatech retires. We're down to 8 drivers. How many more do we have to go till the race is abandoned? Oh, as Crystals picks up a 3 seconds.
Yikes. So he's effectively out of that podium race. Yep. So it looks like it's going to be between Eversnacks, Pep and Tilda. And yeah, that gap is increasing, so Eversnacks really has found his groove here at Silverstone. Looks like he's on it for the win today. How much more? What else have I to say to curse him?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, how many more drivers have to retire for the race to be abandoned? Because we're heading that way.
Yeah, safety car around about now would be kind
of
nice.
Would be quite funny.
I mean, Joel is still out there, so...
Yeah.
And if you're in Pep Mapman's position, like what's going on here, isn't it? Like it's mental warfare, isn't it? You're watching that gap at all times.
Piggy's hot on inters.
Inters, okay. You know what? We might see Paddy in P7 here, you know?
Yeah, and there's probably, you know, we've still got the bottle from Snacks and Joel to come, so, you know, there's a P5 on for Paddy. As I think Patty's pitted for the second time. Which I think will mean he is lapped. But yeah, Piggy may be about to retire.
Yeah, but you know, just getting back to like, if you're Pep Mapman, like, what's going through your head here? Are you mentally getting destroyed just seeing that gap increase, or are you still hopeful with 8 laps to go that you can find stuff and dig deep and start eating into that gap?
Well, I mean, nah, you're probably thinking P2's good, it's damage limitations, no point pushing too much and potentially risking the puncture by overexerting the tyres, so Stacks seems to have the pace today. I guess you're kind of hoping that he bottles it, as, you know, but that's all really Pep's hoping for. Stacks just seems to have 2-3 tenths on him a lap, and better to bring it home in P2 than, you know, as Bede gets another 3 seconds than, let's say, finish P4 or 5 because you puncture and or potentially retire.
I'm doing a bit of math in my head, and think I've worked it out that when the race results come out after this and it finishes as it is right now, that Eversnacks and Pep will be equal at points heading into the next round.
Oh, fair enough. And then we've got what, Canada, and Canada Snacks' supposed favourite track with how much he goes on about it. So, is Piggy's now pitted again for softs? Yeah, Fede's also fallen. Oh, wait, Tilda's. Oh, I thought he'd. Wait, who is this Aston Martin? Yeah, it was Tilda. Tilda had an off. He did.
Yeah, so
there's a second Aston Martin in there being lapped. I got confused. So
yeah,
no one's in anyone's DRS now.
Yeah,
how's the weather been?
I guess we watch Eversnacks and just will him to have a mistake here. Yeah, he's got 6 laps after this one in order to bring it home and potentially move into P1 with Pep Mapman. 2 races to go, so this is quite an important race win that is on the table for Eversnacks today.
Yeah, just needs to cruise and bring it on home. As it looks like he is doing, there's not much risk being taken. Some short shifting as well to stop the car from maybe snapping on the power.
Yeah, and a little lift error for turn 1.
Yeah, very gentle, very nice.
Yeah, true story. I used to think Eversnacks was Canadian whenever he first joined the league because he wouldn't shut up about Canada.
Well, you know, someone had to like it.
I think the guys at risk from punctures in the first instance would be Tilda and Crystals, who pitted that lap lap earlier, and that might be enough to affect this race result.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah. I mean, as we saw, 14 laps was enough for Magnatex to explode, so I guess all of them are technically in danger, but I wouldn't say Snacks is how he's driving. Looks like he's managing. It looks like Pep, with his current pace, isn't pushing extremely hard either. Well, yeah, it looks like they're all just managing their tyres.
Oh, Crystals in the pits?
I guess he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, I guess it's a good call. Like, if you're going to pit again, like, you may as well get some use out of these mediums. And he's got 5 laps in which to do so, but the pit lane is so long here, he's going to lose, what, almost 30 seconds just in the pits alone?
Yeah, I mean, he loses 1 position though. Well, 2 now, but he'll surely catch Joel and probably overtake him.
Yeah, Crystal's coming out 1.8 behind Joel. I'll just check the penalties though, because I think Joel has quite a considerable amount at this point.
Nice, same as Crystals.
Oh yeah, 6 seconds, okay. Yep, gap from Jewel to X Crystals now 1.3. So I reckon next lap X Crystals will get within range, DRS range, and we may see an overtake from the Ferrari onto the Mercedes.
Yeah. We might actually see a battle on track. That'd be nice.
Yep, he's got himself within that DRS range, so this might be the lap. This might be the lap for X Crystals.
How much does Joel want it? Joel's a lot lower on battery than Fede is. With a lot, much worse tyres as well. And it looks like Fede's... Oh, is he going to try and get it done straight away? Joel defends the inside. The grip that Fede has in comparison, it's crazy how poor the mediums are after a few laps, and oh, Fede's burning here. Oh, we're about to see a move at Cops. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, they get through. Joel. Fede almost went there. Saw his rear waggling.
Yeah, but really, he should have waited, shouldn't he? Because now there's a DRS.
Yeah. But why not? You know.
Yeah,
have
but
a bit of fun.
Looks like you got a good enough exit to protect
here.
Oh,
he's weaving as well. Look, he's doing it for the fans.
Rubbing it in his face, man. You love to see it. Joel
comes back at him. Not a fan of that. Oh, bit of contact.
Yeah, I think Crystal might have slowed down there just to have a little bit of competition here in the final part of this race.
Send it. Yeah. Oh, he thought about it. He didn't. Well. Who's that up the road?
I think it's Paddy.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, side by side again.
Side again, yep.
Crystal run outside, left enough room, but Jewel getting a better run out, so keeps the position for now.
And we're doing it again, round 2, around the outside, this time from Crystals. Keeps it on track as well, nicely done. Oh.
I think Crystal might get DRS here, you know, from that
Nah, the DRS detection's at the first part of Maggots and Beckett's.
Ah, right, yeah, he doesn't get it, but Jewel not able to close that gap up any further and make a move back to P5. Jewel gets a time penalty through Stowe corner.
At least Joel is winning on the penalty battle.
Yeah, and up front, Pep Madman has closed the gap a little bit, but not enough to write home about. 6 seconds is the gap. Eversnax just needs to bring it home. 2 laps left after this one. Huge victory in the back.
Icewind is close up to the back of Tilda. He was 6 seconds back, I think, at one point, so he's in touching distance of that DRS.
Won't get it this time around, but maybe next time, yeah.
Maybe. Looks like he's a bit quicker than Tilda.
Yeah,
much better final. Yeah, much better final set to Tilda. Tilda might be really struggling on tyres. It is getting to that danger zone on the lap 10 pit stops. Yeah, his left front does not look happy. Snaxes looks quite nice in comparison.
Yeah, Joel in the pits, P6. Free pit stop for him, onto the softs he goes.
Wants the fastest lap. Can he get it though?
No.
Icewind all over the back of Tilda now. I think with the state of Tilda's tyres, if Icewind gets past him here, he could drop him by 3 seconds. So difficult through here though in the dirty air, but he does look like... no, he doesn't get the run I thought he was about to get, but he's going to go for it anyway. Why not? Has to kind of get it done here. Tilda, half defends, doesn't really... Yep, no, he lets him have it. Oh, yeah, I think Tilda's left front is probably on the verge of the state he looks like when he's coming out of certain corners. Just got to somehow get to the end and keep within 3 seconds of Icewind.
Yeah, Icewind could potentially pick up a podium here, but he needs to get 2.4 second advantage on this lap alone, which is a big ask. X Crystals into the pits in P5. Interesting.
He wants, I don't know, a battle with Joel, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and Icewind with a big, huge moment coming out of the low field there.
Yeah, Tilda didn't look too happy out there either. Yonti punctured around this point of the lap yesterday. Will it be the same for Tilda, or will he manage to get a bit of the RNG help?
Yeah, makes it free Magus Beckett, so it looks like that should hold for him. But let's go with Eversnax, as he only has a handful of corners to navigate before picking up his first race win of the season, and a very important one in terms of the championship.
Tilda punctured, I think. Yeah, he did. Coming into Stowe.
From left is gone, yeah.
Will he beat Icewind to the podium? Oh, he manages to floor it, and he does. Fair enough.
That was close, yeah. 1 second was the gap there, so Icewind almost picking a podium there. It looks like X Crystals going to pick up P5, though Joel and Crystals are fighting hard here in this last lap.
Here he comes.
We might see a big send here from Crystals.
He thought about it.
Yeah, Joel saw it coming a mile away. And yeah, Joel crossed the line P5, Crystals P6. And I think Crystals picks up that P5 then, due to penalties. With Joel P6. So there we go, there we go.
Yeah, nice comfortable race for Snacks.
Yeah, and that fastest lap from Icewind was quite considerably faster than everybody else. But in the end, it's Eversnax picks up P1. Eversnax showing the Italian flag today for some reason, but Pep Mapman, the real Italian, P2 is all he could muster today. Tilde picks up that final podium position. P3 for him, Icewind P4, X Crystals P5, Joel P6, and P7. Piggy with Paddy picking up 4 points in P8. Everybody else DNFing. And yeah, I'm very eager to see the race results, which I imagine are going to go up in record time if I know Eversnax. But we may well be looking at equal points for Eversnax and Pep Man heading into the last 2 races of the season. hopefully we get better attendance for those races. So and Icewind just saying, yeah, he got damage at the start, so kind of ruined it for him. But was fun to push in the second stint, even if I was alone.
Oh, he did get damage. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, anyway. Driver of the days?
Driver of the day. I think Tilda for that P3 finish.
Ever Snacks, I guess, for winning
Snacks
and
for the
not
win.
spinning.
And
And
Paddy, I think.
Paddy, yeah, he got points, stayed in the race.
Huge, huge.
Yeah, why not? Let's send it.
Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up there for now. We're not going to do interviews today, but we will be back next week, hopefully with a fuller grid. And yeah, the championship is on the line. Tier 1's all wrapped up, but Tier 2's looks like it's heading to the wire. And we've still got 3 drivers in it who could win. And Ever Snacks is one of those guys, so I imagine he's going to be practicing hard at Canada all week. See plenty of practice sessions going up in Discord. But yeah, next week we're heading to Canada, Tier 1 on Wednesday, and Thursday we return to Tier 2 action. So yeah, thanks for doing comms with me, Jamie, today. Not the most exciting race, but we got through it together, you know.
Yeah.
But that's it for us. Good night, and thanks for watching, everyone.